Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's just see what we got going on today. I have been having a time, y'all. I tell you a secret, something that they don't teach you in your temple. The gods envy us. They envy us because we are mortal, because at any moment it could be our last. Everything is made more beautiful because we are doomed. You will never be lovelier than you are now, and we will never be here again. I love that. That's from Troy. Troy says that to Cassandra. Achilles says that to Cassandra. Now the story and the legend of Cassandra is Cassandra was a priestess of Apollo who Apollo fell madly in love with, right? And she didn't reciprocate, one for many reasons. Two, I believe Apollo was either married or he was a god. She didn't want him. He tried to get her to want him, and he gave her the gift of prophecy. Right? But then when she didn't reciprocate the gift in the way that he wanted, instead of taking the gift back, he made it so that she would continue to have the gift of prophecy, but no one would believe her. It's called Cassandra's Curse. A lot of readers and channelers and things of that nature deal with it. But I got everything is backwards now. Like out there is the true world and in here is nothing but a dream. Sometimes we love people so much that we have to be numb to it. Because if we actually felt how much we loved them, it would kill us. That doesn't make you a bad person. It just means your heart is too big. And I also got never shit where you sleep. Don't do dirty things. That's like don't cheat in your own hometown. I don't know. I'm thinking about cheaters and shit lately. You know, I've been accused of sleeping with so many people since I broke up with, well, really it started before. I've been accused of sleeping with both my ex-husbands, somebody else's ex-boyfriend. The best one is, some rich tarot reader came to sleep with me, just to sleep with me, and left. And I'm all upset about that. I'm not sure if they meant Richie Rich or the Leo King. I am flattered in both scenarios that you think someone would fly across country just to sleep with me. But I've generally found that the people who are accusing everybody of sleeping with everybody and the people who come up with these rumors or assume that people are sleeping with everybody are the hoes that sleep with everybody. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're promiscuous, that's your own thing, but that is a total projection of your own mindset. If you just assume that anytime a male and a female person hangs out with each other for more than 5 minutes that they're fucking, that's because you want to fuck everybody. Yeah. If you're a female who thinks any female's going to come in and sleep with your husband, it's because you have no self-control and deep down you want to sleep with everybody's husband. Really, focus your center. Focus your center on that shit, man. Your outward projection judgments is what you genuinely feel inside. So don't worry about these people who come up with these damn rumors. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the most hurt I got, I don't even care if people are going to do that. They're always going to have that shit where they're always going to be talking shit about them sleeping with everybody. Just is what it is. But what hurt me the most is I got accused of stealing somebody's money. And I'm like, I'm sorry, no. I did not steal your money. Your fat ass drank and ate that money away. Your fucking Facebook feed is nothing but a fucking bar tab and restaurant fucking fat patty burger joint bullshit for months on end, but you're gonna tell me I fucking stole your money while I've been out here fucking doing my own thing. Man, you know what hurts me the most about that is the person who accused me of stealing money told everybody this, and what they didn't know is one of my friends down here heard that, and he's an old Vietnam vet. What they didn't know is this man's friends had pretty much all been dropping like flies because of COVID and everything else over the last 2 years. I was pretty much the only one who ever went out there to see him. I also would bring him cigarettes, not the best, but to save him from going to town because the brakes had gone out in his truck. I would bring him shit from town and things like that. And then suddenly he stopped talking to me, and every time I saw him, I got a side eye and a mean look. And I couldn't understand what I had done to this man, or what I had done that would make him this angry. I mean, he knew he knew that I had a new boyfriend and stuff like that, and he was related to my second husband, but I couldn't for the life of me figure it out. And now I know. And now that man spent how many weeks alone in a hospital? Because his own kid won't even go see him. Now he's in Charleston. I don't know if he's alive or dead. Last I heard, he's only got a couple days to live. But I can forgive a lot of things. Then I'll never forgive that. Never forgive that. He didn't deserve. He wasn't perfect, and he had a very, very rough past, and the man had a lot of PTSD and shit that he went through, but no one deserves to die all alone like that. I hope some of y'all asses go and visit him before he passes. Alright. I got, for my will is as strong as yours, and my kingdom is as great. You have no power over me. The morning sun must have done something for me, because I bet I'd have gone the other way if you'd have called yesterday. Men need to be loved, but women need to be wanted. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. Hail to the king and the queen of the ruckus. A heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others. A lot of people punish a lot of people for the bad things that they did in their lives, and they will completely overlook all the good things that a person did for them. They'll overlook every time that person tried and everything else like that. Just look it over. All right. Let's get a general timeline message for the collective. We're going to get an oracle card. We're going to get a shadow card. We're going to do a 3D, 40, 5D of the timeline that is affecting the collective energy the most. We got two. We got ebb and flow in the Milky Way. Perspective. That was something I wanted to go over too. The difference between working through your cards. I should do a video. I want to do a video on the difference between meditating, because meditating, that's the ebb and flow, and it's not. People are always like, I'm gonna meditate on a problem. Can't meditate on a problem. Revenge. It's a nasty energy to be in, y'all. Nasty energy to be in. Alrighty. Alright. I'm not going to read definitions anymore, because that just had me all kinds of wonky with these. I'm just going to go by the characters and stuff on the card when it comes to the labyrinth cards now. I usually am an intuitive reader. When I use the book, that's when I use the book when I'm reading for friends or for other readers. I like to use the book when I read for friends, because that guarantees that I'm not putting my own personal bias, because I know their story more in depth than a regular person would, right? So I'd rather read the definitions and then them take their own interpretations on it. But generally, I don't like reading for friends. I generally find friends are assholes. Anybody who doesn't, and it's going to sound petty, but anybody who doesn't pay for a reading doesn't take the advice seriously. When you want it, you pay for it, you take it seriously. It's the same thing with magic and stuff like that too. Same thing with tattoos. What? You get what you pay for. Really good tattoo is going to cost you hundreds of dollars. Cheap one. Again, I can't say much. Mine aren't super duper fantastic. But in my defense, I was kind of forced the dude into doing it. He didn't want to do it because he wasn't that great at shading yet. I guess I should give him the opportunity. If he wanted to, he can come and try and fix them. I don't know. Shall see on that one. Getting in enough trouble lately. Because the person who did this is the ex to my niece and my first husband's second wife. So I'm sure if he comes over and tries to fix my tattoos, I will also be accused of sleeping with him as well. Why? Because the hoes have all slept with everybody, so of course everybody must be trying to fuck everybody. I love it. This town is full of them too. I don't know. It's not even so much a respect thing, too. I'm not as confident as I come off, guys. Really not. Anybody who knows me knows that the scary part, I love it because people, anytime someone sends you a message that says, I'm not scared of you, bitch, you're scared of me. If you weren't afraid of me, you wouldn't have to make it a point to tell me you're not afraid of me. You wouldn't say, oh, you think you're a big scary witch. If you didn't think I was a big scary witch, bitch, I'm not saying this. It's a co-creation. You're creating it. Oh man, that's the whole beauty of the co-creation too, right? The co-creation. Okay, what? You accuse somebody or you start a rumor that you think so-and-so slept with so-and-so, right? Or so-and-so's cheating with so-and-so or whatever the rumor is, right? Now that person may have never thought about it. Ever. Like it would have never crossed their mind. I slept with who? But guess what you just did? Now you planted that seed in that person's mind. Something they would have never thought about before. Co-creation. And then what? You're hyper-focused. Right? You accuse... I say this all the time. Men are famous for this one. Men are famous for this one. I'm sure there's plenty of females that do it too, but... Accuse me of sleeping with somebody enough and they'll go and sleep with them. Accuse me enough. You accuse somebody of cheating enough, they will cheat on you. That's a co-creation. What, if I'm going to get accused anyway? But the big message is, as within, so without. Pay attention to what people are projecting. Pay attention to what upsets them. Right? I don't know. You know what? Don't pay attention to shit. Because I paid attention to everything. And it just drives me insane. So you can just feel free to just go through it. Alrighty, so what do we got going on here? Alright. So this is a Jack of Swords, but it's got a feminine fairy on it. It's a feminine deck anyway. So I'm just going to go with this is probably a feminine energy, but male or female gender doesn't matter. But this is definitely a feminine energy that I'm picking up on. Right. Right. Overseeing, trying to make plans. I like. I'm sorry, I just realized she's, what is that? I thought it was a globe one time, and then I thought it was a fairy bottle, and for a second there, I'm trying to figure out what this cord is. She's sitting on a hookah. I've had this deck how long, used it how many times? Alright, so, we got this person who's about, don't be too opinionated, don't be too hasty. I don't know. I get a strong sense of taking a chill pill with this, right? Whoever this energy is it's a calm down and wait a second, right? There's definitely a 10 of cups here, but I love how the Grim Reaper and the Crow is behind it. It's like what you have to let certain things in the past die and fade out, right? To get this 10 of cups or to maintain this 10 of cups. I definitely feel like there's a major barrier being punched through right now for this person. At least this is what's presenting on the 3D. There's a lot of defensive energy. Get a lot of Edgar Allan Poe feel off of this card, right? They're sitting on at least a writing desk. I just like how the bird has a gun for a beak. So it's just a lot of, yeah. I get a lot popping off at the mouth. Defensive energies popping off at the mouth. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, at the end here, we got the Three of Wands. I definitely see like this person is trying to grab the tiger by the tail. They're using their preparation, insight, and foresight to try to get through whatever it is they're going through at the moment. Alright, on the 4D, On the 4D, this person is just really closed off, like mentally. They're mentally really closed off, right? It's an avoiding of conflict, right? Getting that whole sense of sitting on the hookah, right? What? Trying to mind my words, negative thoughts, right? Trying to overcome that, what? Not thinking anything nice at the moment, not thinking anything nice, right? There's definitely a feeling of toxic control. Right? I don't like the King of Pentacles reversed. It's usually toxic, controlling energy, right? But I get that this person understands what it is because we got the Seven of Pentacles over here, which is why I'm saying this all the way I am. I feel like this person is very hyper aware of themselves and they're working on their own skills. The Seven of Pentacles for me is the reap what you sow card, good, bad, or otherwise. It's whatever you've been working on. And yeah, I feel like this person's overcoming that with overcoming conflicts, overcoming harsh words, I feel like being used for your cup. I feel like this is probably an empath who used to be really good at giving a lot of energy, right? Yeah. Toxic, obsessive thought control, right? Wanting to know everything to want to gain control over the situations, right? But that's the realizing you reap what you sow. That's recognizing where your own need to control a situation is exactly what the co-creation happened to create the problems to begin with, right? On the 5D, we got the Page of Junk reversed, right? I get a strong sense of the Page of Junk reversed here, because that's the Page of Pentacles reversed. I'm getting a strong sense that there needs to be, I don't know if this is two different people or one person. I got these two right off at the beginning, right? I got the Page of Junk reversed, which is someone who's disorganized and not routine. And then I got the Fool right after, right? Right? And in this deck, it's Sarah, and she's heading towards the labyrinth at this point. And it's a matter of what? You need to decide whether you're going to enter the labyrinth or not. Hi-yi-yi-yi-yi, right? Right, because you got the World card here in the middle. It's literally the doorway to the labyrinth, right? The Strength card. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Funny how that's the first card that came out today too, right? Who's with me on this? Who's still here? Who's still understanding what they're seeing right now? For my will is as strong as yours, and my kingdom is as great. You have no power over me. All right. I definitely, with the Fool card in this deck, it's about time, right? It's about time. It's like Sarah needs to be able to stop and think and make decisions. But at the same time, there is a time limit on it, right? Jareth fucks with the clock. He gives her how many hours to start. Then later when she starts making too much ground because she's getting help, he comes in and he fucks with the clock again, right? I get whoever the other opponent here to Sarah is a mix between this Page of Junk, just disoriented, unorganized person, right? But in front of them, they have this giant shield. Remember, inside this is just that Knight of Swords, right? The Knight of Swords? Yes! Yes, I do believe that is it. Let me just double check. It is the Knight of Swords that is inside the Strength armor in this one, right? Big and scary on the outside, Knight of Swords on the inside, right? This is a Wheel of Fortune type of timeline right now. You have a choice. Let's see if he pops up. So, get the Knight of Swords in the armor. I'm going to try to show you the picture so you can see what I'm talking about, so you can remember if you haven't seen the Labyrinth in a while. I'm such a dork for this deck. I really am. But I can't find him right this second. Alright. Just seen him the other day. My bad, y'all. I know I'm such a spaz. Ah, there he is. Alright. So if you remember in the movie, that's funny. If you remember in the movie, right, you get the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords has this guy in the middle of it. Remember they managed to knock the helmet up, and Hoggle comes and actually ends up wrestling the guy out of the armor and stealing it? Now who that is specific for, but that is for y'all right there, right? And this is the Wheel of Fortune, right? At this point, it doesn't matter what decision you make. This is karma, this is destiny, this is everything that's put you in this path. The only way I can see you fucking this up is if you make the same decision again. This is all about making new decisions, right? If you want to break old toxic patterns, you have to make new decisions. The number one way to change your timeline is to change your responses. And I know that's a big talk from me. Alright. I got Revenge card here is the Shadow. I get a lot of people, dealing with revenge energy. Not just petty, negative, spiteful energy, doing things out of spite. Like people who will try to sleep with your ex-boyfriend or try to sleep with someone else's husband just to be mean. That's revenge, nasty, spiteful energy. Right? You don't want to be in that energy. Right? There's a difference between being defensive and being vengeful, right? Like, you can sit there and say that you cut cords all you want, but if you're still casting negative energy at the person, you didn't cut shit, bitch. Right? We got the ebb and flow, and then we got the perspective card here, right? And it's a matter of, I'm getting the strong sense that if you take time to stop, breathe, right? Now, I say this whenever I get the ebb and flow card, it's a meditation card for me. It's a get out there and you just breathe. And you envision as you breathe in, the waves rolling in. And as you breathe out, the waves rolling out. You can hear it in your breath, right? The ocean is like listening to the earth itself breathe, you know? Right? I don't know if you can hear me. The Milky Way perspective card is time to take a different perspective. It is time to change your perspective. If you are constantly finding yourself every couple of years in the same fucking position, maybe there's something in your mind that is wrong. Maybe there's a kink in your fucking logic, right? Don't be mad at everybody else because you keep finding yourself all by yourself. That's not everybody else's fault. It's co-creation, personal accountability. You did that shit to yourself. Sit down and face it and you'll have a much easier time in life. If you're dealing with someone who's mad at you because you didn't sacrifice yourself enough for them, fuck them. Let them sit in their petty wallowy energy. Don't engage with them anymore, for real, for real. It is time to end this social media petty ass fucking bullshit. I'm so tired of it. People take it so seriously. Like every little like, you can't like and laugh at people's shit anymore online. Everybody takes everything wrong. We have so isolated for so long that people are overthinking to the point that it's just fucking ridiculous, man. What? Oh my God, every post is not about you. But for real, if you're responding all paranoid and shit like it is about you, guess what? Projection. As within, so without. If you felt some kind of way, that means you're doing some kind of thing. The shoe fits. Feel free to lace that bitch up and walk around in it. But for real, people need to stop this narcissistic shit. Most people are not paying as much attention as you want to. There's a handful of people, one person's probably obsessed with you. Everybody else can give a fuck. Let's get a story for today. And a bit of an all signs. Say this is for the week. Ten of Swords, the ship. Ten of Swords, travel, new ventures, foreign investments. The magic boat helps a young boy embark on his fabulous journey. He saves an old man who gives him a boat that can grow from the size of a toy to a large vessel. The young hero gathers up the animals who help him on his many journeys and even save his life. The evil emperor is defeated when all the creatures band together to honor the animals. You can find the cat, the ant, the bee, and the crane on our ship. Here is foreign commerce personified. The direction of the boat is important. The cards in front of the bow tell you how your adventure will go. It is said that when this card turns up, travel is imminent. If it is in reading about a business matter, think my ship is about to come in. Be aware if the ship is pointed towards ill aspects, as this could indicate that you are heading into risky business. You should be prudent about your choices for business partners prudent about your choices for business partners if this card is not favorable. If the cards are not favorable. All right. Let's see what everybody's heading towards. I'm heading towards Illinois by the end of the month for Thanksgiving. I can't wait. I can't wait. Everybody thinks I'm so worried about all this other bullshit. I'm not worried about nothing. My polls just fell out. Alright, so collective energies, Aries through Pisces. Let's see what we got going on with the ship. What is everybody heading towards at the moment? As energies and timelines lie now. It's kind of like Alice in Twilight, y'all. She says people change their minds, decisions, things happen, and they change their timelines. It's up to you what timeline you want to run. Aries, for you, I got the Three of Cups here. Right, Three of Cups. I got the Ace of Poles. And I've got the Four of Junk reversed. I got a lot of, for Aries, for right now, for you. I do get a sense of focus on what you have to celebrate. I get a strong sense with this, like, I got the punching through the wall from the earlier one, right, too. I got a punching through the wall and seizing on your fire energy. Poles is the fire card, right? Ace of Fire. I got for the specific. Ace of Fire, I'm losing my mind. Right? Yeah, inspiration and creation. I got a sense of really focusing on your celebrations, focusing back on what inspires you. And I got this with the Four of Pentacles reversed. See, the Three of Cups is all about like celebration with family. And the Four of Pentacles is usually like a job card. I get a sense of just your inspiration and your drive comes more from who you choose to celebrate with and less from what you do. Right? Make sense? Alright, so lean more into, and when you lay it down, when you lay them down on the table, the ship points towards the Three of Cups, not towards the Four of Pentacles reversed. So I have a feeling that there's some faulty foundations that you need to just not stress yourself over. Show you the ship. You know what, this story also reminds me of the new Dr. Dolittle movie. Taurus. Taurus, I see you in a lovely, vibrant energy right now, right? We got the Sun card, right? We got the Six of Pentacles, a loving, generous, back and forth, giving. Beautiful energy, right? And a High Priestess, really feeling centered in your own power, in your own gifts. And I feel like you're very centered in where, if you're not there yet, this is it. There's something that you need to seize, right? 21, recognize something that lights you up very much. Like I said, it's 6 of junk. There's that equal give and take. I love the keys, unlocking something within yourself, right? And then that High Priestess, definitely seizing into your own divine, especially feminine power. Or if you're a male, you could have run into somebody who is like that. Gemini. I got the Page of Pots, or the Knight of Pots here. The Six of Swords, Six of Feathers, and the Moon. So you there's some sort of sweet talker here, right? There's definitely a rite of passage going on. So a warning to not make the same decisions again. There is something that you need to move on from, right? Or they need to move on from. But there's definitely some shadow aspects that still need to be worked through here. That's the point of whatever you're here for, or whatever you're picking up on. The point of this is to teach you a lesson. I love how that Six of Feathers is usually the Six of Swords, where they're in the boat with the swords. Time to start moving forward. Cancer. Ooh. Cancer, we got the Lovers, the Dancers in this deck, the Page of Feathers. Someone who could be a little immature or scared or shy with their words, but has a ton of love, right? So this could either be, if this is a romantic thing, this is definitely a romantic, but be mindful with the Page of Feathers that you don't, they could produce a lot of ideas, or they can talk a lot and not have a whole lot of action. So just be mindful with the Page of Feathers there. But with that Ace of Pots there at the end, it's whatever it is, whether it's a business venture or a love venture, whatever it is, there's a lot of joy and a lot of love that can be brought from it. Definitely get the message of food here with the pots too. There's Cancer, Leo. Leo, we got the Four of Swords, the Three of Junk reversed, and the Ace of Junk upright. Just get a strong sense with the Four of Swords here. The Four of Feathers is just... I love the feathers because they definitely make the swords feel more mental to me, right? They definitely give off that air. I love it so much, right? So, there's Three of Pentacles reversed, right? It's two broken shields and a fork. You're forked. You're forked. I just got, there's a lot of truths that you need to recognize with yourself. And I feel like there's a lot of areas where I don't feel like you're getting the same level of teamwork. I feel like you're carrying a team, right? Ace of Junks. Yeah, I feel like on the physical, you're carrying a team, right? And I think there just needs to be a recognition of that somewhere. Yeah. If you want to manifest more prosperity, you need to find out where there's a chink in the system. There's something. That Three of Pentacles reverse. Three of Pentacles reverse is usually a team card. It's usually more than one person that's involved in something. There is a truth you're not facing. If you're worried about finances and why you're not manifesting more, it's someone on your team. Just point blank, period. Someone on your team is either a chink in the armor shit, siphoning resources. Get a sense of someone around you drains more than they bring in. All right. Virgo. We got the King of Junk. We got Hoggle, the Hermit, the Hierophant, not the Hermit, the Hierophant. And we got the 10. Oh, no, the 5 of Rods reversed. Sorry, it's reversed. I was looking at it upside down. Virgo, there's just a lot of control here. But I feel like you're taking control to overcome conflict. Like, I don't feel like this is a negative over control, right? You guys are usually the OCD ones, right? So, the King of Junk is definitely masculine earth energy, right? A Hoggle is definitely a Virgo-esque energy. Right, and he's definitely controlling. He is Mr. Responsibility, right? So you got the King of Junk here. The King of Junk knows all the ins and outs of the labyrinth and everything else like that. Handles his business, takes care of his wife at home, right? Follows his manners. Hoggle, he takes care of the labyrinth. He takes care of it, and he makes sure that everything stays routine and everything gets done the way it's supposed to, right? Right? And I feel like seizing into all this energy and really being the one that takes control of the situations is the best way that you're going to overcome a lot of your conflicts. I get a sense of, like I'm the king or I'm the queen of my castle. I know how everything works and runs here. And if I want it to work and run in a certain way, then I need to do it myself. I say this like Monica from Friends is the epitome of how to embrace cleaning OCD, right? She happily cleans up after everybody else. She enjoys the mess, right? She doesn't look at the mess as being something that is anxiety-ridden and gonna drive her insane. She looks at the mess as, oh boy, something to do, right? And that's a matter of, like I say to everybody, I'm like, it's not a matter of healing yourself from your disorders in order to find love. That's not it. Your brain's wired certain ways, and yeah, you can rewire a lot of it, but the mental disorders are mental disorders. You need to learn how to work within your own scope, right? It's not up to the world to walk around your triggers. If it bothers you that much, fix it yourself, right? And then be happy that you have the strength to do that you have the strength to just be like, okay, I'll just take care of it myself, right? It makes me happy. If it doesn't bother them, it doesn't bother them, but it makes me happy, right? Focus on how it makes you happy. Hey, Libra. Libra, I got the Eight of Cups reversed, Fate reversed, and Temperance upright. So I got a refusal to move on from toxic situations, blocking fate. What is fate? 8. I'm not crazy, right? Oh, wow. Oh, it's not 8, it's 13. I'm such a spaz. It's a death card for fate. Yeah. Not allowing something to die for sure. Blocking fate. You're choosing, like, it's your choice. What door do you want to walk through? What door do you want to walk through? Do you want to walk through the insanity door? The one that you walk through every fucking time you hit this point in your life and just do it again until you bump back up into this door again? Or do you want to finally take your time, ask some real questions upon yourself on what you need to move on from and choose a new door? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, we got a returning tower for you. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Right? The Wheel of Fortune is karma, it's destiny, it's fate. It is, you are brought upon this precipice again for a purpose, right? What is this precipice? A returning tower. A returning to a moment that you have been to before. A moment or somebody coming back from your past that is returning, right? We also have this Emperor here. So this could be an Aries that's returning, or this could just be this person, the Emperor, understands how people and things work, right? I laugh with the dad in this deck because it's like, it's the dad from the Labyrinth, and he's just trying to make everybody freaking happy in his house, right? He just wants to take his wife out, and the baby's crying, and his daughter was out again late, and she's coming home, she's soaking wet, and she don't want to watch the baby, and she's being a bitch. No, Sarah was a fucking bitch, right? Let's not even pretend like she wasn't. And, yeah. And he's just trying to make everybody happy. He doesn't look very happy in this deck. This is a burden Emperor in this deck for sure. This could even be the person that you're dealing with now watching you deal with returning towers and things of that nature. You definitely have a choice to be making here, right? Keep creating the same cycles over and over again, or choose new ones. Keep returning to the past or choose the new ones. I just got a sense that this Emperor's just sitting off to the freaking side watching you like, what are you going to do now? What? He'll be doing everything to try to make everybody happy. What do you want from me now? That's the energy I get off this. I'm sorry. It just is. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I got an Ace of Feathers reversed, a Nine of Cups reversed, and the Strength card upright. Usually, it's an Ace of Feathers. I keep thinking it's a Page of Feathers because it's got this little guy on it, right? There is thoughts not being recognized, not being honored, thoughts and feelings that are not being recognized, not being honored, and there are words that are not being spoken, and you are not really in a Nine of Cups energy. You can put off that you're in a Nine of Cups energy all you want, but you are just really, truthfully, you're just super duper defensive. You're just super duper defensive, right? And you remember, Sarah couldn't defeat this all on her own. She had, you know, like I said earlier in the readings, right? Hoggle came and ripped that helmet off and kicked the Knight of Feathers out of there, right? It took Sarah's friends exposing what was really behind all that scary armor. With the Strength, I either get this as somebody that you're facing that you're scared of, right? This is why you're biting your tongue, is you're terrified of this person in here. Well, meanwhile, the person in there it's not even a king in there. It's just the Knight of Swords, right? It's just that over opinionated asshole sometimes, right? Right? Curious, great ideas, all that good stuff. Could be a total freaking asshole, portray more than he is, right? He starts out as sweet, gentle Captain Save-A-Ho, and then turns into this monster after a while. Now you're scared to say anything. I got walking on eggshells. What is this? Who am I on again? Sagittarius. I'm just getting a strong sense of whatever monster you're facing is not nearly as scary as you think it is. It's not as scary as you think it is. I also get a strong sense that if you are the one being super defensive, right, you're never going to get your wish fulfilled if you're hiding in a giant suit of armor. Because the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. And you got to be able to speak it. Think all you want, but if you cannot speak it into reality, you will never have it. Words are spells. Capricorn. Yeah. Speaking of Captain Save-A-Ho. Actually, usually, the Knight of Cups is usually more of the Captain Save-A-Ho. Well, all the Knights are. They're all defensive assholes putting on a show. Love y'all, but that's just what it is. My angels. They'll be alright. What do we got? We got the Page of Junk, the Queen of Poles reversed, and the Knight of Feathers. There's a Queen of Fire reversed here, right? And the Knight of Feathers upright. Look at a dynamic here of trying to working on manifesting things, trying to bring ideas into fruition, trying to establish a routine. I got this Queen of Poles reversed, which is the Queen of Fire, which is the feminine fire sign card reversed, right? yeah, this person's chaos. The Queen of Fire is chaos energy, right? There's no routine. There's no nothing, right? Just seat of your pants. Very exciting person to be around, but not practical after a while. And I got a Knight of Feathers here, I think, sees this, right? He is aware. He's got that higher perspective, right? He's definitely guarded against it, or guarding against it, or trying to find a way to fix it, right? That's what the Knight of Swords does. He tries to... The Swords suit are generally manipulators, the air signs. They use words to manipulate, right? That's how they like to conjure up things, right? And try to navigate and try to direct people, right? I feel like that's what's going on with this Queen of Fire here, right? Trying to establish some sort of routine on her. And you just got to decide whether that's worth it for you or not. Let's say when we put it down, the boat points towards the Page of Junk, which is a more of, I think, focus on, if you remove her energy from it, focus on removing whatever that fire energy is that's causing all the chaos, and focus on manifesting your ideas into fruition. Aquarius. Oh, you're lucky. All reverse. So I can turn them around. Aquarius, I got a 6 of Cups, a 9 of Swords, and an 8 of Junk. I got a lot of reminiscing on stuff that for some reason is bringing you anxiety, and I think you're trying to just hide that by working. Well, I'm just going to grind. Such an air sign thing. But I don't know how to reconcile with my past, so I'm just going to keep working until it like magically solves itself or I forget about it. Good for money. Bad for your spirit. Pisces. What do we got here? We got the Chariot and the Queen of Junk. In the middle, we have the 7 of Swords. Uh-oh. Oh my God, this is too funny. All right. So, I want to read it. I know I said I wasn't going to do it anymore. All right, so the Chariot is the little dog dude, right? And you got the Queen of Junk, which is the Queen of Pentacles, the hoarder in this deck, holding on to all that stuff, right? Stuck in stuff. And we got conflict in between these two, right? Also, the ship points towards the Chariot. So let's see what the Chariot has to say. Sir Didymus, charging forward astride his steady steed, Ambrosius. The Chariot represents the momentum, movement, and bravely taking charge. It's time to take decisive action, square your shoulders and steady your nerves, and charge forward in the direction of your dreams. Be bold, courageous, like Sir Didymus, and you will achieve what you set out to accomplish. I get a strong sense that between whatever these two dynamic energies here, there is definitely some conflict, and that's what's causing a lot of whatever blockages it is with your ship story here. What? Someone's ready to charge in one direction, and another person is overburdened by junk. The Queen of Pentacles is trying too hard to take care of too much stuff. I'm sorry, but that's just the lady in this deck, right? Obsessed with. This one's this is either someone in your life trying to help you make movement, take charge. Like, I'm getting a conflict between this. Someone wants to take charge and move in a steady direction. It could be you, it could be somebody you're dealing with, but they're opposed by the Queen of Junk. The Queen of Junk, if it's a conflict, the Queen of Junk's trying to save her junk. She's the feminine earth sign card, right? The Queen of Junk is trying to save her junk. The Knight is trying to, or the Chariot, Sir Didymus is trying to pull and make some major movement, and the conflict between the two is what is keeping everybody stagnant and the boat in your pocket and not in the water making moves. All right. Any last words from you before we roll out? I hope that's the messages you guys all needed. Like, share, subscribe, spank my bell, click my buttons. You guys know I like it. And, yeah, get back again as soon as I can. I hope you like my Eeyores. So, you know what? I'll do that for you, too, before I go. It's not the most practical. This is what I like about this one is the hood. The hood has a pillow built into it. Or a brim. It's ridiculous. I really don't care. Everybody thinks that I care. I don't care. Ooh. What do we got? We got do or do not. There is no try. We got I am going to make them an offer they can't refuse. I got when you feel it in your body, you found somebody who makes you change your ways. Oh, well, now, ain't that what all the journey's about? It's all about change, y'all. It's all about change. Did they make you change your ways? Good, bad, or ugly? Good, bad, or ugly, what they did to you? Did it make you a better person? Did it make you change your ways? I always take that away from all my messages. All right, loves. I will catch you later. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love you. I'm back as soon as I can, I promise.